Let's get the view from Sri Lanka now. Up to 3,000 Indian trawlers cross the maritime boundary several times a week. Not only are they catching high-value shrimp, they've been accused of destroying the marine ecosystem. Minal Fernandez reports from Point Pedro in northern Sri Lanka.
A hard night's work and little to show. Fishermen in Point Pedro in northern Sri Lanka say their catch has fallen drastically in recent years. They blame Indian fishermen.
We used to make a lot of money in the past, but now can't even cover our fuel costs. The reason, the Indian trawlers destroy everything in their wake.
Arulda says the government must do more to protect its territory and resources. Indian trawlers use heavy planks to scrape the ocean floor, scooping up everything into nets that follow. Sri Lankan fishermen say Indian trawlers are carrying away their livelihoods, especially in former conflict areas where people are struggling to recover from war. Scientists have bigger concerns. Experts say the process nets prized shrimp, but 18 times more bycatch, which is thrown overboard.
Once you remove the seagrass, means there's no place for adults to lay their eggs and keep their juveniles. So that's the way the problem starts. That's what bottom trawlers are doing. They remove the root system, the whole ecosystem, the base there. So once the base is collapsed, means the whole system is collapsed.
Dugongs like these are on the highly endangered list. They inhabit the waters frequented by the Indian boats.
We cannot calculate the environment destruction. It is not a short term, it's a long term impact. And it's a chain reaction. It impacted not only the particular area, but impacted the whole marine environment through food chain.
India says the disputed waters are traditional or historic fishing grounds. But Sri Lanka is pointing to agreements signed in the 1970s, clearly defining the international maritime boundary. Scientists say stopping Indian trawlers from crossing that line is vital to protecting the marine ecosystem and those who depend on it. Minal Fernandez, Al Jazeera, Point Pedro, northern Sri Lanka.
Let's speak to Rajagopalan, who's a political analyst specializing in India-Sri Lankan relations and joins us live from New Delhi. Welcome, thank you for joining us. What do you think is going on here as far as this fishing issue is concerned?
This issue is a very emotive issue. Whenever the elections are held in Sri Lanka or in India, the issue gets flabbergated. And it is also a sensitive issue. What I am been saying is a political major issue between Narendra Modi and Mr. Rajapakshe. Whatever that they have decided, that is going to be an enlarged one.
Why do you say
From my
it's a
understanding
political
of
issue?
political situation,
What do you mean by that?
It is a political issue because it is a political problem, sensitive problem. The Kachatevu is a sensitive problem where the Indian fishermen go and catch more fishes, and in a year's time, at least 3 months to 4 months, they have to earn their livelihood. Therefore, it's a major emotive issue for the family, and during the other 9 months or 8 months, they are jobless. Therefore, it's not only a political issue, sensitive issue, and it's related to their livelihood. And
Okay,
Sri Lanka,
so as you say, a very emotive issue.
very effectively.
But if you say it's fundamentally a political issue, then what is it that the leaders
not
can do
that.
to
Sri Lankan government
to put a stop to this?
Sri Lankan government is repeatedly, intentionally firing at Indian fishermen. Therefore, Indian fishermen get invigorated. They get unnecessary agitation. At least 5 to 10 people are shot every day. Even the Tamil Nadu fishermen who go for fishermen for livelihood, the Tamil Nadu political issue, they make use of this fishermen. For India, Sri Lankan relationship, this fisherman comes.
So what needs to be done? I mean, should they put new laws in place? And if they do, who will implement them?
It's a four-edged weapon, madam. It's a four-edged weapon. It's not even two-edged weapon because it's between India, Sri Lanka, India, Tamil Nadu, Sri Lanka, because Tamilians and Sri Lankans are relatives. This system is more than 2,000, 3,000 years it has been on. The fishing community go to that particular place. The Kachatevi issue, which came up in 1976, that's 40 years ago, that is the problem which, exaggerated this one.
So,
Therefore,
as you say, it's been going on for
again,
a really long time. But it's really important because it's the poorest who are being affected here. It's such an important industry for so many people.
Yeah, it will affect. Obviously, it will affect because it involves the trade between Sri Lanka and Tamil Nadu, Sri Lanka and India. It is also a commerce between India and Sri Lanka, India and Tamil Nadu. Sri Lanka and Tamil Nadu. Therefore, it's a complex issue. Unless the high power minds set in and sit and bring out a compromise formula, this issue cannot be resolved for years to come. For more than 40 years, it has not been resolved. And even in the future, I don't think there is going to be a solution with this type of political settlements in Sri Lanka, in India.
Okay, well, I hope they're listening. Rajagopalan, very good to have you with us on Al Jazeera. Well, it's getting harder for some organizations.